I'm Fredrik Leilani, and I'm the filmmaker.
And I'm Leilani Farha, and I'm the advocate.
And this is Pushback Talks, the word special. We are back this fall with words that make our life shine. We are word artists. No, we are
love
not.
it.
But yeah, we're trying to. We're trying to. At least
Wordsmiths.
we're wordsmiths. Leilani, are you ready for a new word? It's coming and you have to boom.
I get very nervous just
get nervous?
before you say the word. Yes.
Okay.
I
So
start
it's
sweating.
coming. It starts with a B, and it's
Do you want me to guess?
Bumblebee.
Oh, bumblebee. Oh, I don't know enough about bumblebees except to know that they are extremely important to civilization. And one should never kill a bumblebee because of the role they play in our ecosystem.
Oh.
I do know that. And
What
I have
role
a
do they
dog.
play?
Huh?
What
I
role
don't
did
know.
they play?
Oh, they're pollinators. They're
Okay.
pollinators,
Yeah.
It's important. It's like part of the ecosystem. You can explain it to our listeners.
And I will tell you a thing. I mean, bumblebee for me is the first is the word in English. Bumblebee. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
In Swedish, it's humla.
Humla.
Yeah.
Very different.
It's very
Not
different.
quite
yeah.
as like bumblebee. I
But
wonder
then
where
it's
they
the
get
whole
that
idea of you're too big to fly, but still you fly. It's like in some way breaking all the laws. And this is like, you can't fly, but I want to fly. In some way, it's a very hopeful creature. So we can all get inspired by the bumblebees.
And their jackets are so amazing.
Yeah.
These perfect, there's so many things in nature like this that are perfection, just perfection in their natural being. But these black and yellow, golden stripes are gorgeous. My dog Bean, unfortunately, really likes to snap and try to eat the bumblebee. And we have to, trying to get a dog to understand that the bumblebee is part of the ecosystem. It's not easy. Dogs really just speak a different language.
Yeah. But can you say that the Palestinians are bumblebees?
Oh, that they're able to survive and resist
And fly.
and maintain their beauty.
Ah.
I sometimes believe Palestinians are a different order of people. That they can produce such beautiful poetry and art, disproportionate to their population, for sure, the numbers of poets and artists, and they have a huge intelligentsia, and their ability to survive a genocide, 77 years of different types of occupation and brutality. So I don't know. I think bumblebees are a little less resilient than Palestinians.
But the bumblebees are not, they're too big to fly, but still they fly,
True.
Sometimes they're not so good in flying, so your dog can eat them,
Yes.
but still they keep flying. Okay, over to you, my dear.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, now I'm the one who get to be nervous. What are you going to hit me with?
I'm going to hit you with a leader, a real leader, Nelson.
Nelson. Oh. In Cape Town, where you are, there is a very classical hotel called Mount Nelson. And my friends, the black journalists, they decided to make Mount Nelson like they invaded and had drinks in this beautiful garden. You have to go there. It's a very beautiful hotel. It's it's a big garden in the middle of town. And when Winnie Mandela, when she visited her husband out on Robben Island, she always stayed at Mount Nelson, to say, I'm the queen of the country, so of course I'm going to stay in the best hotel. Which some part of the left got really provoked by it, but I loved it. And when I was the first time in South Africa in 1986, Mandela was still in prison, and it was a lot of rumors going on, and maybe he was out, maybe he was, somewhere, and there was, because obviously the negotiations were already ongoing, but he was still in prison. But for a long time, there were so many rumors about Mandela. So remember the big birthday party in London in Hyde Park. You know, all the big artists were playing. I mean, he was like a celebrated leader. After 27 years in prison, people hadn't seen his face. And suddenly one day, 1990, he steps out and he meets the world as such a loving character. So smart, so eloquent, so good at also bringing his enemies close and make them respect him. It was, in one way, never heard of, you know, because if you've been locked up for 27 years, you kind of have the right to be bitter and angry, you would say.
Yeah.
He showed nothing of that. And I was there in 1990 in Cape Town, and Nelson had been out visiting his former prison inmates, friends, out on Robben Island, the first time he returned.
Right.
And I was waiting at the ferry station for the prison has their own little ferry station.
Yeah.
We were a small group of journalists, and I remember everybody rushed up to him, and I was kind of first. I was pushed up to his chest. You know, I was like body to body, all body to body with Nelson, and he's much taller than me, and I'm 180. And so I looked up, and then I had my radio mic just stuck here up in his breast. And then I asked him about the prison. What do you think we should do? First I said I was from Sweden, and you know, Sweden was for a long time. The Swedish government gave 50% of the ANC's budget, the 10 last year before he was released. So it was like very important support. So he knew about Sweden, so he was also very friendly. But then I asked him about, what do you think, I was looking up, what do you think we should do with the prison now when you're taking over? And he said, I think we should close all prisons, you know. And it kind of stuck with me, this kind of utopian thought that we should have a society without prisons. And I mean, he didn't, when he was then the president later on, he also kept the prisons going. But I think it was a beautiful thought to have the ability to be utopian. The same year, I met him several times more. And then 4 years later, I was also in Pretoria when he was installed as a president. That's this big thing. So
incredible.
And I mean, and also the first trip he made to outside of Africa was to Sweden. So we went straight to Stockholm, and there was a big gala, and I was also there, and you know, one of my best friends played with him, and you know, I mean, for him, Mandela was. He touched me more than also physically.
Yeah, that's right. Oh.
So a great inspiration. And I think maybe a lot of young people now are kind of losing the understanding of who he was. It also tells us something, the importance of great leaders, which is difficult. And when a country has a great leader, we should really be careful and protect them.
Absolutely.
And I know that the Palestinians have a great leader in prison, and that he's also been in almost the same length as Mandela. So the Israelis knows also that they're afraid of letting Barghouti out. What's his name? No, I can't pronounce.
Yeah, Barghouti.
Yeah, Barghouti, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about him, if he's a Mandela or not, but it's interesting.
He's considered to have those kinds of qualities of a bridge maker, you know, creator. And,
he speaks Hebrew. I mean, taught.
And
you know.
It's these fiercely gentle people, fiercely gentle giants that become these incredible leaders. I think the Prime Minister of Barbados, this woman, I can't remember her name, but I think she has some of those qualities, actually. She's fiercely kind of gentle and bridge builder.
That's nice. Long live fiercely gentle people. That's what we need. We don't need more of cynical, lying people, nor on the right, nor on the left, you know. It's silly populism is out. Go and die.
It's a couple of things on Nelson and the there should be no prisons. I grew up in a household, that was my mother's position. All when I was growing up, she talked about that a lot, that she thought prisons were an inappropriate way to treat human beings. And my mom is really gentle. She wasn't a fiercely gentle person, but she's very gentle, is very gentle person. But being here in Cape Town and seeing Nelson's, statues, sculptures of him and his image, I took a picture of an image of him at provincial government buildings with Desmond Tutu, a huge picture of the two of them with their arms up and sort of celebrating liberation. It's so moving. There's a sculpture of Nelson in the place, you'll know the name of it, where he gave his first speech upon liberation. And just looking up at it, I took a picture from below. It was just moving. I almost started crying just right there to think that there are or were, I don't know, leaders who believed in human rights and who moved forward human rights and won human rights. It's just, and I feel like we're so far from that in so many places. Certainly my government is not, in Canada, not motivated by human rights and moving forward the human rights idea and vision.
That it's all true, but remember that also Canada, at some point later on, received Mandela. I mean,
yes,
even if
but we were late adopters of the anti-apartheid.
Totally late.
Yeah.
I mean, but in the end, they have to hands down, you're amazing.
Yes.
Thank you. This is Pushback Talks, and we are doing kind of our word play, word salad. And we have this podcast together. We make it for fun. We want to tell inspirational stories. And we don't make any money out of this. So we try to kind of find time to do it. And how do we fund it? Because we still have a technical crew who is editing. And so we are not without cost. How do we fund our podcast, Leilani?
Well, we try to fund it using our Patreon account. If you go to patreon.com, you can support Pushback Talks, and people do.
Yeah.
And every little bit helps.
Thank you for every single person who is supporting us. It means a lot because support is also some kind of love going away, and we are addicts of love. Thank you. See you very soon. Bye,
See you
Leilani.
next time, Fredrik. Bye.
Bye.
Pushback Talks is produced by WG Film. To support the podcast, become a patron by going to patreon.com/pushbacktalks. Follow us on social media at make_the_shift and push_the_film. Or check out our websites, maketheshift.org, pushthefilm.com, or breakingsocialfilm.com.